enjoy knocking their soft teeth down their whining throat.
Baloney.
That's the federal government.
I don't care what the federal government says.
That's exactly what we want. We want more mushers up here in Congress that won't speak out and stand out.
The weakness of this bill, the weakness of it is someone who's from New Jersey and blows through Virginia and gets a charge of reckless driving, for example, in Virginia, doesn't have to pay this remedial fee.
So I voted for it, but I voted against it, but then I was out of my seat.
Baloney.
But saying it don't make it so.
Do you still have confidence in this president you've elected? You voted for Bush the last time. You supported him. Does your party still support President Bush in the way he's leading this country economically? Do you like the job he's doing?
Well, listen, no
Do you
one
like the job that Bush is doing?
Chris, no one likes an economic crisis. We have, as I said before...
Do you like the job the president is doing leading this country?
We have a crisis of confidence. What this president has done through his Secretary of the Treasury has reached out...
From Virginia, Tom Davis, who once ran your campaign committee, said that the Republican Party was a dog food, then take it off the shelves. And you haven't used the word Republican tonight. Your party didn't use it in the acceptance speech. John McCain never said the word Republican. He never said the word Bush. You're trying to take off your uniforms and run from the field of political battle and claim you're not Republicans. You're claiming you're running against this administration. And I'm not going to let anybody get away with that kind of foolery. You have to take responsibility, sir, for the policies of this administration that has gotten us into this mess. You can't walk away and say, oh, we had nothing to do with this. Can you? Say it if you want to.
Well, I'm actually now a retired state employee, so I'm employed myself. So.
This is Senator Ken Cuccinelli. Ron and I have something to ask you. Right, Ron?
That is just impossible. Are you filming me?
Yes, ma'am.
Then we're going to have to film as well.
Without objection, bye for the day. Is that what you said? You want to go bye for the day? I know what I'm...
Would you be allowed to attend that birthday party in your own house because that person has given you money?
You know, it's not uncommon. We always get more bills than we can possibly spend time.
If we take this tax money and use it for transportation, or this fee, whatever you want to call it, would not we be, in fact, relying upon the porno industry to build roads in Virginia?
Mr. Speaker, I'd answer the gentleman saying I think that's a spurious argument. I would think that people were, paying those taxes on watching Pocahontas and X-Men.
I know people are entitled to say and do what they want on this floor and in committee, but at some level, I guess it's not unreasonable to ask for a little bit of consistency.
Well, I appreciate the gentleman's comments on consistency and his lecture on consistency. Next time, I'm sure I'll be lectured on comedy with colleague.
Darwin, however, is best known for the theory of evolution, arguing that men are not only, quote, are only not created, but they are not equal as some are more evolved.
Say that is true, and I feel very badly that that's the case.
And I gave you one very specific, the anchor baby, which means you come over in this country, have a kid, and the kid's an automatic citizen.
Virgil doesn't throw any. I love being on Virgil's bus. Okay? He's the most principled congressman in Virginia.
Baloney.
This is real Virginia, right where we are. And Virgil represents real America in real Virginia.
Well, Kevin, I certainly agree that Northern Virginia has gone more Democratic. As the proud resident of Oakton, Virginia, I can tell you that the Democrats have just come in from the District of Columbia and moved into Northern Virginia, and that's really what you see there. But the rest of the state, real Virginia, if you will.
Brother, I killed our cat. We're going to party tonight.
You can't let one vote get left behind here because there's going to be some folks up there near the Beltway. And I need to let you know, I'm sure you already know this, they aren't necessarily thinking the same way folks like you and me think.
This fellow over here with the yellow shirt, Macaca, or whatever his name is. So welcome. Let's give a welcome to Macaca here. Welcome to America and the real world of Virginia.
Baloney.
It would be foolish when the check arrives to say, no, thank you, give my money to California. They're bankrupt and we're not.
We're going to drill, baby, drill.
I'd like to get together with the guy from time to time just to play. I'd like him to be in very good shape, flat stomach, good chest, good arm, well hung, cut. Just to get naked, play, see what happens.
We went through the entire day without an escape. It was a positive day for the Department of Corrections.
The people who deserve tax relief are people who pay taxes.
Some of these forms were filled out on copies of forms, which is not acceptable according to the code. Now you ask, are you going to let me talk or are you going to laugh?
Baloney.
Mr. Frederick spilled the beans. He used his Twitter account to announce, quote, big news coming out of the Senate. Apparently one Dem is either switching or leaving the Dem caucus. Negotiations for power sharing underway. And that was really, really dumb because Democrats have computers and even Twitter accounts.
I predict that John McCain will win Virginia.
Baloney.
The runner-up Virginia Republican State Chairman Jeff Frederick, you remember him, the guy who was caught telling his McCain volunteers with a reporter present from Time magazine to compare Barack Obama to Osama bin Laden to Virginia's voters because, quote, both have friends that bombed the Pentagon. Mr. Frederick stands by his statement, sort of. What I said, he told Associated Press editors today, was true. Then he said, it was a stupid joke I gave to somebody in a small crowd of people, and that's what happens. But, you know, it's really unfortunate we live in a gotcha society. So he's simultaneously insisting it was, quote, a bad joke, and that he meant it, and that it was the media's fault. But our winner, Utah State Senator Chris Butters.
Macaca, or what?
I'll tell you who. It was the first Republican president of the United States, a guy named Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln is best known, as you all well know, for freeing the slaves by issuing the Emancipation Proclamation, affirming in his Gettysburg Address in 1863.
The chairman of Lincoln's own party in Virginia, who doesn't know shinola about Lincoln. Jeff Frederick, come back when you're ready. Today's worst person in the world.
I fear that radical Muslims who want to control the Middle East and ultimately the world would love to see In God We Trust stricken from our money and replaced with In Muhammad We Trust.
Baloney.